Hi, ladies. So I just got done doing a training in another consultant's page, and I thought at the end it was gonna save, or I would have the option to save it, but I couldn't. So I was gonna post it here. Well, your girl is just gonna go live. All right. So I don't know why I always have that like anxious feeling every time I start going live. I don't know if I'm in my page or not. I'm not the only one. But we are... Oh my gosh, why do my dogs always do that? All right, I'm in the page. Stop. All right, we're going to talk about follow-ups real quick. So, I did take a few notes. I don't feel like I have to introduce myself because this is my team page. But since we have some newbies, I do just want to say, hey, I'm Courtney, the director for the Live, Love, Wax Tribe. And those of you that are new, I'm so excited for you to start this journey with us. You are going to love it. And I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of work when you first get started, but it all pays itself off, okay? So just keep that in mind. Push forward. I know at the beginning of my Scentsy journey, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? But since I stuck with it and stayed consistent in my business, it has blessed me in ways that I didn't even know were possible. So, just want to officially welcome all of the newbies. But we're going to talk about follow-ups and getting a system in place, okay? So, those of you that are new, this isn't like geared directly towards you, but it's something that can start giving you ideas that you guys can set systems in place. Hey, Samantha. That you guys can start putting systems in place. That way you can set yourself up for success, okay? So, first things first, how many of you in this page actually have a follow-up system in place? And if you do have one in place, let us know what it is. So whether that's just you, whatever your system is, I want you to post in the comments below to let us know what system you have in place. My second question is, how many of you have previously and or currently work in an area that requires customer service? Those of you that don't know, I do work at the police department, and customer service, it's a different kind of customer service, but it's definitely required there. So when I used to go on crime scenes, I would have to, take whatever was going on in my day, and I had to provide customer service to my people that I was on scenes with, okay? So, same thing for, officers and detectives. I always had to give them customer service, okay? I couldn't be a complete bitch and just be like, no, you gotta do it yourself, okay? I had to put whatever was going on in my life and treat them like gold, okay? That is exactly how Scentsy is. If you are not treating your customers like gold, I promise you, they're going to find somebody else, or some other consultant is going to be treating them like gold, and they're going to order from them, okay? If you are not currently doing follow-ups, someone else is following up with them. I promise you, okay? So just keep that in mind. Stay consistent, okay? I can't preach that enough, but consistency is key in this business, and if you're not consistently following up with your customers, you're doing yourself and your business a huge disservice, okay? So I did take a few notes from the previous one, and we're just going to go off of that. So there's a few different type of follow-up systems that I'm aware of, ones that I've tried, and I'm sure there's a whole lot more. But the ones that I am most familiar with are the binder system, Maven, and then this new planner system that Chastity and Chloe, they've been working in through Build It Bic, as well as Chastity uploaded the Google Drive, and the Google Drive is actually in this team page. So if you guys want to get the files, they're already uploaded in here. Okay, so what do I mean by the binder system? So the binder system, I use a mini binder, and it had like the mini folders in there. And so each of my folders, one of them had orders. Another folder was labeled shipped and delivered. The other order was a 1 week. The other folder was a 1 week. Then I had a 1 month, 3 month, and then a reorder. Okay, so my order forms that I wrote down, I would put them in each of those folders. And then when it came time to follow up with my people that are in that folder, I would keep moving them throughout the binder. I hope that makes sense. Those of you that are watching, let me know that if that makes sense or not. I tried that for about, I don't know, a month or two, and I didn't stick with it. It didn't work for me, okay? So I had to find something new. And guys, this business is a lot of trial and error, I will say that. So if your home parties are not working for you, do something different. If your bag parties are not working for you, do something different. Whatever you're doing, and if it is not working, change it up, okay? You have to be innovative in this business, and you have to find what works for you. What you do versus what I do, it may not work for you all the time. If you try and like replicate my systems that I have in my business, it may not work for you. So you have to keep that in the back of your mind and just realize that you have to find a system and implement it in your business and do what works for you, okay? Okay. So, Maven, I've preached about this program for I don't know how long. Hey, Ellie. Maven is a true godsend. Hey, Brittany. And I freaking love it. So, Maven is an app on your phone that you can download. And it gives you notifications. I wish they'd get it on a desktop because I feel like I'd be more productive, but at the same time, I have my phone with me 24/7, so I can be in the line at the grocery store and check some follow-ups off, right? That's what I love about it because I can do it anywhere. So it has like your thank you for your order. It has a check-in to make sure that their order was delivered. It has a re-engagement post or template that you can send out. And guys, you can go in and change these templates. That's what I love about it because you can make it sound like it's coming from you. And then there's a planner system, and that has like the worksheets that I was watching the replay. Nope, you caught me live. The planner system has, and like I said, I've posted all these files in this page, and I did that like maybe not even a month ago. But it has, my biggest ones that I use the most are my PWS follow-ups, like it's a tracking system, and then my thank you or like my sample mail outs, okay? So when I bulk sample and I bulk send out my samples to my customers or my VIPs, I write their name down, I write the date that I sent them out, and then I have another little box that has like their reaction to the sent. So I usually wait about a week before I do the follow-up on it. But then that's like, the 5 to 10 follow-ups at the time. And that's not including Maven. So that's another potential orders that I could get, right? So like if you haven't caught on, I do Maven and the planner system. So I have kind of like two systems implemented into one. I know that there's a sample portion for Maven, but I haven't jumped on board with that. So I just like writing out because it's easier for me to do that. So you may be like, holy cow, that's a lot of work. And while it is, I know that it's benefiting my business. And like I said earlier, you need to do what works for you. So if the planner system doesn't work for you, do something else. If Maven works for you, keep on doing Maven, girl. Every single time that you go live, it's like the dog's gotta act up. Like, why is this? Y'all just gonna have to listen to him bark. Let's see. Okay, so another key point was, why do we do follow-ups in the first place? Well, you want to keep your customers, right? That's why I do follow-ups. You want to earn additional PRV. So maybe at the end of the month, you're like, oh my gosh, I need some extra PRV. They find these freaking chew toys everywhere. I've taken 3 away from them. Oh, does she gotta wait till I get done? Okay. Earn additional PRV, retain your customers, and gain potential recruits, right? Good customer service. If they're already a great customer, they already know the products, ask them if they want to join. Get free and half off products, right? So, and like I was saying, kind of towards the end of the month, if you're scrounging around for some extra PRV, do your follow-ups. I promise you, they can sometimes enter in a whole entire order just by you doing follow-ups. Another key point that was real big was if you're not following up with your customers, I guarantee you someone else is. So if you're not going to take good care of your customers are going to go somewhere else, okay? It's as simple as them going into Scentsy.com and finding who's closest to them and them reaching out to them, okay? So it's that easy. It can happen if you're not taking good care of your customers. A few examples of good customer service. Every time they order, send them a scent circle. If it's through PWS and you have no idea who they are, send them a scent circle or send them a car bar. Send them some felt samples, the scent of the month. Like, there's things that, send them some candy or something. Like, I mean, it's not rocket science. So definitely just think about what you can send them. Make it unique to you and brand yourself. Talk about referrals. If they don't want to order when you reach out to them, ask them to give you a phone number of someone else that potentially would be interested in hosting a party or ordering Scentsy. So those are some ideas. Handwritten thank you cards are huge, okay? And that you can even handwrite on the back of the scent circle to just thank them. And they'll appreciate it, I promise. Let's see, what are my other notes? I know, I hope I'm not the only one, but when I order from a direct sales company, I want to hear the love and, you know, get the shout out and stuff. So it's like I want to replicate how I want to feel. So if I support someone in their business, I want to shout out. I mean, yeah, that would be really nice, right? So I expect good customer service, just like I'm going to give good customer service, okay? So I went ahead and explained some Maven earlier. If you guys are interested in Maven and want to know more, I did do the full subscription. It's a tax write-off, guys. I think it was like $70, but I used the Scentsy Pay. So once I got paid with Scentsy, I was like, boop, got my Maven. Don't have to worry about that. And like I said, it has the message templates. You can change them. Also, be cautious of when you're doing follow-ups, or like say you're at a home party and you're taking everybody's order and you're going ahead and like entering in the orders. Ask them how they want to be followed up with. Would text work, a phone call, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger? Like, just find a way. And like also be aware, if you only know them on social media, excuse me, if you only know them on social media and that's y'all's way of interacting, stick with it, okay? Don't like go from phone call one week to like next month you're going to send them a text, to the next month you're going to send them a message on Facebook. Keep it consistent, keep it organized, and stick with the same line of communication that you started with. That way it's easier for you to go back and like potentially read the messages, or it's easier for you to follow up. So, and I will tell you this right now, on some of your like with me, for instance, sometimes when I do follow-ups from like random people that ordered on my website, one, I don't know who they are. Two, I'll send them a text message and then they don't respond. If they pop up in your Maven or it's like time to re-follow up, re-engage with them and follow up, do it. Don't like dismiss it, because I promise you, I sent a message to a lady that I had no idea who she was, and I still don't know who she is. I reached out 2 different times, and on my third one, she had come back through my Maven cycle. I sent her a message, and what do you know? She was ready to order. So your people, just because they're not responding doesn't mean that they're like completely writing you off. Like, it may feel like that because it feels like that for me, but just know that continue to follow up with them, because when they're ready to order, they're going to be ready to order, and you want to make sure that you do not dismiss them because they can go to somebody else and like, hey, I really want to order. right? Right. A few other examples are wish lists, which are super big, especially at home parties. So usually at home parties and even like grab bag parties, I get people to write down or circle on the product sheets their wish list. So what they want, or sometimes like especially the hosts, I'll get them to text me a list of what they want. This is huge, and this is somewhere that I need to come up with a sheet to put on my planner or put in my planner, because that is a great follow-up system. Because like a month from after them doing the party, it's like, oh, they have this huge list, and it's like, oh, are you ready to get you your warmer? Are you ready to get you the burlap warmer? Like, it's just it's just another way to follow up. And then I also have your Instagram posts and your Facebook posts. So those of you that do your Instagram polls or do Facebook polls, I am forever and ever, amen, screenshotting the results that come through on those polls. And you best believe a week later, I'm doing follow-ups and asking these people, hey, did you want this? And I'll tell you right now, be careful where you put them, because if you put them where like they're hitting to the next story, you're going to get a lot of responses. Lesson learned. But seriously, y'all. So follow-ups are not meant to be hard. They're not meant to be stressful. They're not meant to be, I don't know, you're a business owner. You own your own business and you need to take care of your business. So you need to do follow-ups. I don't know what other way, and I'm not trying to be mean at all or like make this sound harsh or mean, but they're your customers. You need to take care of them, right? If you guys have any questions, and like I said, if you want to know anything more about Maven, just let me know. You can send me a message, you can comment on here, and I can like post the screenshots of how it looks and how the system works, and my templates that I have on mine. I'm happy to share those with you guys. Other than that, I hope y'all have a great rest of your night, and I will talk to y'all soon. Love y'all.